Hi there, welcome back to my channel where we explore the extraordinary in the ordinary. Before we dive into today's video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Let's get started. In today's video, we are going to discuss two CSS properties. The first is grid template columns and second one is grid template rows. So why I am covering both of these CSS properties in this video, because you can use both of these properties in single grid element, and it is very useful when you want to define the size of the grid columns and grid rows. So the grid template column property defines the line names and track sizing functions of the grid columns, and similarly grid template row property defines the line names and track sizing functions of the grid rows. So we will create a simple HTML and try to understand how this property works in CSS. So first of all, we will create one grid in our HTML. Out of this container, we will add one grid class grid. Here we will add only two divs here inside this grid element 1 element 2, and these are both of the elements. So let's go and css and write down some css. So display grid first of all, because we need grids here, and with grids we need few more properties as well. So before that, what we can do, we can apply this, we can add the css for this internal elements. So this css property, whatever we are going to write within this div, so we can apply some class as well, but for this example I am just adding div. So this property will apply to both of these divs or any div within this grid class. So we will add background color. Let's add some background color, for example hash 2d0 and b44. Okay, with this let's add color, white color, border 1 pixel, solid aqua, and border radius 15 pixel, and see how it looks. So this is how this div looks right now. Okay, so now we can add display flex. So this will be a flex layout. With this flex we can add align item center and justify content also center. Okay, let it get reload. So now we have both of this div. Okay, here we can add some gap, one rem, then it will add some gap between these two grid elements. Okay, so with this let's give some minimum height as well. So in div min height, let's give 20 viewpoint height, 20 view height, and see how this looks. Okay, so this is fine. Now we have total two divs and we haven't added any properties to this container. So let's go to the container. Here let's try to add grid template columns and one fraction and see how it looks. So let it get reload and let me inspect this element. Here it's reloading. Yeah, so now nothing changes for now because we have given one value here. With this let's give another value and you will see the difference, right? So when you apply two values here instead of one, it will be applying to both of these grid elements. And if you add, so instead of fr, let's give 100 pixel. Okay, 100 pixel, or let's give a little bit more, 300 pixel for example. Okay, yeah, 300 pixel, right? Or 250 for example. You can keep it to understand whatever makes sense to you. 250 and 250, and it will divide these both of these elements, right? And see, 250 pixel. What if I'm going to add one more 250 pixel? Then if you go and inspect here, you will see the third track, the third list item, or you can say the grid item, is created. The space for that third item is now created. So instead of 250, let's give it 100 pixel. So it won't make change anything here, but in HTML, if you go and create one another div, then you will see the difference. Now the size of the width of this first div is 250 pixel, 250 pixel, and third one is 100 pixel, right? If you remove this, that third element will go down because we have defined two columns here. That's why 1 and 2. The third element will be in the next row, right? So this is how this grid template columns works. So you can give one fraction, 400 pixel, two fraction. So it depends on what size grid element you want, right? So this is a good example. So let me go and copy this. Okay, so this is about grid template columns. Now we have total 3 div here, 3 grid elements, right? With this, let's go and try to add 3 more elements, 4, 5 and 6. And with this structure, it will divide, so it is self explanatory, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if you try to define the property grid template rows, and let's give the value, for example, 300 pixel, and you will see the difference now, right? So the first row, this first row value, so let me go and inspect here. You will see the height of this row is 300 pixel. You can see here, right? The second column as well and the third column as well. So all the elements in first row will get 300 pixel, right? Let's go and try to add 500 pixel as second value, and that value will be assigned to second row. So let's go and let's make it 50 pixel and 500 pixel. You will see the difference. So 50 pixel will not work because it will, we need some height, right? So that's why. So 150 pixel, you see here 150 pixel, the height of the first row elements, all 3 grid elements, and the fourth, fifth and sixth second row will have the value of 500 pixel, right? Let's go and give 300 pixel as third row, but third row doesn't exist. But if you go and try to inspect, you will see the space for third row is already there. You just need to create third row in the HTML, right? You can simply go copy paste 6 7 8 9, and here you can make it so let's go and try to add 290, or let's make it 300, and the last row will be having 200 pixel. You will see now. Let's reload and see. The first row, yeah, the first row is having 150 pixel height, this one. The second row is having 300 pixel because the second value is 300 pixel, and the last row, third row, is having 200 pixel because the value of the third argument is 200 pixel, right? So using grid template rows and grid template columns, you can define the line names and track sizing functions of the grid columns and rows. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Stay tuned for my next video and hit the bell icon to get notified. Leave a comment down below to let me know what you would like to see next. See you in the next video. Bye.